A number of months ago, I took aside a number of my colleagues and I said, I really want I want ORC to work on a more comprehensive pricing solution for our clients. I think it's really something that's important. And I have to tell you, a number of them were actually quite skeptical of that. And so I'm going to let you in on a little secret that I shared with them at the time. There is no one size fits all, no one single best analytical technique, no one single best approach to pricing. That has to be derived from your business objectives and your market situation, and there's no question of that. The single biggest mistake that we see people making, and we do a lot of work in this area, is starting with the choice of technique. Well, we're really pleased to be rolling out a more comprehensive approach to pricing, and there are really two marked differences from a lot of traditional pricing survey-based research. The first is really our consultative bias. It's our focus on client objectives that allows us to marry just the right technique that reflects your market situation and company goals. And the second is really the way that we do delivery. Most delivery of market research, as so many of you are familiar with, involves simple reports that are dropped off, but that's not nearly enough. As we've discussed, pricing really requires a whole range of what-if analysis to understand how to set exactly the right strategy or the right price level. And that needs to take into account your business constraints and your assumptions. And so a lot of our delivery happens through what-if scenario simulation, which we found to be terribly effective. And we offer that through a whole range of tailored engagements. As we just discussed, it's absolutely essential to match methods and business goals. Those things are really intertwined. And so we really offer a range of engagements that are tailored to your needs and your situation. And those include a range of 4, really starting at the one end with how you would consider pricing a core product or service offering that you're introducing. How would you price it to maximize consideration, to maximize purchase, or to maximize profitability? Next, you can imagine your market situation changing a bit. You're adding a product to your line, and you may be adding features to it, and you want to understand how to price the products relative to each other. Third, you can imagine a more complex situation that involves a competitive dimension where what you're really trying to do is understand the effect of competitor price changes in a market with multiple players. A very different kind of a situation that adds a layer of complexity. And finally, sometimes you just want to stand back and really understand what the broad market pricing model looks like in a competitive market, to really understand what the major drivers of price are. And so we offer something that addresses each of those core questions, and of course every one of them is fine-tuned to meet your needs. Setting a price for a new product in a new market is very different and has some very different considerations.
Are you thought of as a great place to work or want to be avoided at all costs? And whether you spent time and resources trying to build your employer brand or not.
Most organizations spend a wealth of time and investment on all 3 of those aspects.